You know, sometimes the way he tweets gets your heart kind of pitter-pattering. You feel me? The painfully familiar buzz of phone notifications firmly pulls you out of the sweet, warm limbo of sleep. The buzzing sounds slash at your mind like blades, tearing the foggy remnants of your dreams apart. Struggling to open your eyes, you automatically roll over, feeling for the culprit of your unwilling awakening. Hey, Mom. Addie. Without realizing, your hand suddenly loses all will to comply and you drift to sleep once again. Oh my god, what? 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 Quickly opening your eyes, you simultaneously grab your phone, now completely awakened by the little piece of shit. Oh, Addie sent you something. Good winter morning to you, Snowflake. What the fuck you call me? They've just released an official Star Blitz quiz. And of course it got strawberry paws. What kind of? Hey, name is Kaboom. Let's see what Star Blitz character you're most like in this quick quiz. Who knows, maybe you will even get me. I don't like clowns, I'm sorry. Not that I don't like clowns. I just have a really big fear of them. And that's not even for YouTube, that's like legit. What am I feeling today? I think we could go with he, him. And yep. I wish my hair was this long, but I freaking shaved it and I regret it every single day of my life. I'd say it's more black. How do you make friends? I'm usually the first to approach someone. What would you do if your crush confessed to you? I'd be really scared. What kind of party would you throw? A party where we all go to sleep. Maybe this, but like with weed and alcohol. What superpower would you choose? To fly! What is the one thing you'd take to a deserted island? A machete. Never catch me lacking. What the? It's because I'm using a VPN. Of course. My hair's so luscious. The page isn't responding anymore. Did I just get super unlucky? The server's overloaded. What? I guess Star Blitz has more diehard fans than I thought, lol. My quiz result! No! What if I got strawberry paws? I doubt that. Hey! Well, I got strawberry paws. And I don't think we're similar enough to get the same character. Fair enough. What character do you think I got then? I don't know, maybe Sever? Or that frog girl? It's already been a month since she's been released and you still can't remember her name? Love. I have a lot of love in my heart. Have you seen the time, by the way? It's already 12 p.m. How do you know that? Ugh, it's already this late. This Christmas break has really messed up my schedule, huh? Not that I had any to begin with. Earth to Lammy. Too tired to respond? Get off of my dick, first of all. Fine, I'm going. Whatever. What? That's a good book. No comment. Struggling to lift yourself up, you slowly get on your feet and, swaying from side to side, make a beeline to the bathroom. Finally done with your morning routine, you come out of the bathroom. Huh? A loud metallic sound catches you off guard, making you spin on your heels to look for the source. The culprit is the letterbox on your door, a couple of envelopes unceremoniously shoved into it. At the same time, your phone buzzes in the pocket of your shorts and you, almost dropping it on the way, take it out. I do not play about this strawberry pause, huh? You stay quiet for a minute or two before the clank of the hallway door notifies you of the mailman's leave. You slowly open the front door, first sticking your curly head out. Yes, I do have a curly head. Curly head out to make sure that no one is going to judge your morning look. Boy, get over yourself. After confirming that it is indeed empty, you quickly grab the package along with the envelopes and impatiently jump back inside. With rising excitement, you turn the package around to see the label. The name on the box confirms the best of your expectations. Addison Moore. Oh, I just love saying that name. You glance at the phone in your pocket and smile. Pawberry 608. His actual name is Addison. Addison, or how you like to call him, Addy, has been your online friend for the past 8 months. Always there to listen, goof around, and even just chill and play video games. He quickly has become your best friend, though you've never actually seen each other. You met him on Star Blitz, a new online shooter game, and have quickly grown admiration for him because, well, he made Strawberry Paws and he's quite good at playing her. Are we an Overwatch couple? Break up immediately. You scratch your cheek and glance at the merchandise scattered around the room, trying your hardest not to cringe at your overbearing obsession with an anime girl. But at this moment, you're nothing but infinitely grateful for it. You met such a good guy only thanks to it after all. You never would have thought that you could connect with someone whose face you've never seen this well, but Addison made it so easy. Lately though, it seems like your friend has been acting somewhat weird. Well, you would say weird, but you can't deny that you were enjoying his recent behavior quite a bit. It really feels like Addison has been hinting at something more than a friendship, and though hesitant because it's just an online relationship, you can't help but reciprocate the feeling somehow. Oh my god. It started off with occasional pet names like Doll or Liberal Snowflake. You didn't think much of it, and that in turn progressively developed into bolder compliments and remarks that could be considered borderline flirting more often than not. You rubbed the back of your neck and thought, even though you always approach relationships with certain rationality, his advances made you feel nice. At times, even your overwhelming sense of logic betrayed you, and you ended up involuntarily giving in to his affable words. Aw, that's very sweet. You put the package on the floor for now and turn your attention to the crumpled envelopes. One of them is an electricity bill, not sparing it even a bit of your time, disinterestedly tossing it to the side. The other one, though, is just a white envelope with your name and address printed on it, not a sign of the center's information on any of the sites. Unsurprised, you quickly rip it open and take out a single piece of paper carefully folded into it. A love note? The mayo in your fridge will expire tomorrow. You immediately walk over to the fridge in your small studio apartment and confirm that, indeed, your 2-month-old half-used mayo would, without absolute certainty, cause you diarrhea one day, had you not been notified by the ominous note. You give the 8-word letter in your hand another look. This is not the first time you receive one of those, and it's definitely not the first time it saved your clueless self. Why are we getting romantic music? These envelopes started appearing around 3 months ago, and while at first you were terrified of getting a stalker, with time you've started treating them more like a personal angel. This person has most definitely gained access to your apartment. Your social media accounts, hell, even your bank and government service accounts were not so secure anymore. Relentlessly changing passwords and locks didn't discourage them in the slightest. You even went to the police with the first couple of letters, but they just brushed you off, since the stalker didn't really do anything besides sending a couple of harmless notes. Yeah, that makes sense for cops. However, as the time went on, you realized that nothing was ever stolen or broken, and you could not find any cliche hidden cameras or missing items. All you ever got were these neat envelopes, usually containing a paper with 1 or 2 sentences printed on it. The anti-malware you're using is just another malware. That tech company is scamming you. You forgot to pay the water bill. You left your notebook at the university. See, how do you know where I go to school? Like, turn down this music. And these are just a few of the notes that help you more than you like to admit. Was it someone at your university? Probably. A nosy neighbor? A white knight? Stand up. Honestly, you stopped questioning it months ago. Honestly, I can't even clown because if this happened to me, I'd be like, whatever the fuck. I've already got enough shit going on in my life. They never did anything to cause you harm. Maybe the world just has some kind strangers who enjoy playing guardian angel. You carefully put the note in the box near your desk, stacking it on top of countless other notes you've been collecting since the first time you've received one. Sighing, you turn your attention back to the package, patiently waiting for you on the floor. With almost a skip in your step, you return to it and pick it up, and, as if you were a child on Christmas morning, immediately start trying to rip apart the sturdy box with your bare hands. Naturally with no luck. Oh my god, I'm so funny. After hastily fetching a pair of scissors from the kitchen, you finally get to the contents of the package. Alright, let's see what we got. Hope you enjoyed, Snowflake. I don't like this nickname. I'm sorry, it's very sweet. But you know. Like, call me Bae. No way! He didn't... Addie! Sup? I got your package! It's so cute! So cute, in fact, that I think I might let out a manly tear. Hey, I have not lied once in my life. And that's a lie. Shh. Seriously, it's so stinking cute though. Well, it was worth learning how to sew for this. You made it yourself? God damn it, Addison, it's so cute. Oh no, he pulled my full name. That's how you know I'm serious. But really, thank you so much. You're welcome. Very early Christmas doll. I think it deserves some proof though. What the? Are we taking booty pics? Unlike the usual, you don't even think of arguing and quickly navigate the camera app on your phone. Honestly, with a gift like this, you might as well do something as simple as take a picture for him. Almost tripping on the door frame, you swiftly make your way to the bathroom and imprudently snap a picture of yourself in the only mirror you have in the whole apartment. Here! Oh my god, they made me so light-skinned. Cute. Why not full face though? Watch it, pervert. Well, you never show me your face and I already have, so I think it's only fair. So you're telling me you gave this person your address without even knowing their full face or confirming they're a real person? Right. Fine, I'll take it. Is that the length you're willing to go on to not show me your face? Yeah, because he's catfishing you! I'll take that as a yes. I hope my package for you comes soon too. I sent it to your new address, but last time I checked it was stuck at the post office. How very typical of them. I'm very excited to see it though. Prepared to witness the horrors of Lemmy's mind and its atrocious creations. Can't wait. Anyways, I'm gonna hop on Star Blitz, waiting for you. Putting your phone back in your pocket, you walk out the bathroom admiring the plush in your hands. Now that you look closely, it does seem a bit rough around the edges. There are a few details missing and it definitely looks handmade because there's a bomb inside. Sorry, I'm suspicious as fuck. No, I'm not suspicious. I'm suspicious of others as fuck. Never mind. You lovingly turn it around, appreciating all the attentive hard work put into the meticulous stitching, keeping the stuffed toy together. The fact that he made this for it himself just makes it 10 times better. Still with a smile on your face, you walk over to your desk and carefully put the plush next to your computer screen. A perfect place for a perfect gift. Oh, okay, we can explore. Let's see what we got. I like this figure. Reminds me of the Miku one. The only proper shelf you have in your apartment. The top spot is occupied by your prized possession, a limited edition Strawberry Paws figurine. It was released when Star Blitz just came out. Unfortunately, you weren't even aware of the game's existence at the time, so naturally, you had to be on the hunt on it on secondhand websites. eBay bidding? I've been there once or twice. It cost quite a fortune, but you have no regrets. Me with the Ada Wong Tsum Tsum. Yes, I did spend over $40 on it. Star Blitz posters you put on the walls of your apartment. Of course, most of them are Strawberry Paws, your favorite character. You haven't noticed just how quickly your apartment has turned from an empty gray studio into a pink playground. But honestly, you prefer it this way. Aww. Your bed. Used to be just an old white boring bed when you first moved in. Since then, you've tried matching the bed sheets with the primary colors of Star Blitz, and you'd say you're pretty proud of yourself of how it turned out. I'm proud of you too. Alright, let's check the computer. You plop into the chair and move the mouse around, trying to wake your PC up. Poor thing has not been shut down a single time during the last 4 days of your Christmas break. And well, you won't grace it with the luxury for the next few days either. At least not before you go to your family's place to celebrate the holiday together. Finally, the screen lazily lights up. What do we got? Let's snoop. Blah 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 macaroni and alright. Me. Oh, I'm just a little baby. PFPs? Oh, is this our Twitter matching icons? That's very cute. Recycling bin? Nothing. Oh, okay. Addie, are you done yet? Addie, come sooner, please. Nemo's torturing me in a quick match. Just came home. Yippee! Welcome home, Addie. Do you want a bath, dinner, or Star Blitz first? Hero was... oh my god, I can't read this. Sorry. Sorry. You guys are very cute. You guys are very cute, but... Let me undress first. What the... Mr. Rizzler. Okay. 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 I can't do this right now. Okay. Oh my god, it's Shaden Animations. Jeremy told me that if I don't join his club, the snails will eat my insides. Do you think I can report this on Berry Cloud as death threats? Oh god, you too? LMFAO, don't tell him. Okay, everything keeps crashing. I need to get off Discord. Let me look at some other chats though. Snailer. Alright. Get me out of here. Let's play some Overwatch. Or Fortnite. God, I love Fortnite. Except for the fact that they just laid off all their employees. What the F? We need to kill Tim Sweeney. Or whatever his name is. I really like this character though. It's so cute. Where's Addisorn? No. you know, make him chase for it. Make him chase for it a little. Okay, yes. There you are. Did you just decline my request to join a bunch of times? I didn't think he was gonna notice that. Officer, it wasn't me. Arrested, get in the car. Tee-hee. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I moved my PC and last stuff to the new place yesterday. Wait, seriously? Does that mean you've completely moved in now? And you're in your new apartment now? Yes, sir. Recently, Addison decided to move to a bigger city, which was, coincidentally, the same city you lived in. You couldn't be more excited, as it means not only you could be online friends, but IRLs too. In the past few days, he was making the last arrangement to terminate his previous contract and have a moving company transport his stuff. But now he is here, in your city, in person. Why didn't you tell me? Surprise. Wait. Addie, we need to meet before I go to my family for Christmas. So suddenly? Addie K. Lammy. Addie, come on, this is such a good chance. I'm just not that fun IRL. Like, at all. Then prove it to me. Do I take it as flirting? That's not what I was trying to do, but, you know, you can read it as that. Fine. Don't take it wrong. I want to see you. I really, really do. I'm just not sure if you want to see the IRL me. Bro, it's fine. I really do know you, and you know it better than anyone else. Can't argue with that. I guess drilling your brain with my constant rambling worked, huh? It did. That's what I thought. I'm gonna go to my family's place in 2 days. So, should we meet tomorrow? Damn. That's so soon. Better now than never. And I know if I don't convince you now, it'll be impossible to later. I have nothing to say in my defense. Do you want to discuss details after we finish playing them? Because if we keep talking, the rank is going to be over. And I really want to make it to top 900 before the break is over. Dang, this is really happening, huh? Well, drum roll, everyone. Alright. Yippee! It's decided then. No takesy backsies. You know I'm a man of my word. Yeah, sure. I'll start matching then, Mr. Man of his word. Pfft. Okay, boss, I'm ready. Let's play Star Blitz! Does anybody else hear that ominous bell tolling in the distance, or is it just me? The biting chill of the air forces you to zip up your jacket as you step out the bus. It took only a few stops to get to the center of as the studio you live in is not that far. You were lucky enough to snatch an apartment that was in close proximity of your university. You look up at the all-consuming darkness in the sky, gentle snow nonchalantly falling from above. You and Addie agreed to meet at a local diner, and since he still had to finish some business earlier in the day, you chose evening as the time. I started seeing snow and then I forgot how to read. I've never seen snow, by the way. Thanks to the approaching middle of winter, it's not even that late, but the sky is already pitch black, making the falling snow resemble falling stars. See what I mean? Okay, lock in. You look around the street trying to plan your route to the diner while simultaneously avoiding the reckless traffic and huge snowdrifts piled up on the sidewalks. If only they took better of care of plowing in Minnesota. Minnesota. You sigh and shake your head in defeat before turning your attention to the people filling the streets. The center is always lively, but it feels even busier today as people flood the stores in search of socks, gift cards, and useless trinkets in preparation for Christmas. Of all the things that will inevitably end up forgotten somewhere in a dark closet. You finally managed to outline the way in your mind and, without standing around in the cold any further, hastily walked to the diner radiating warm yellow light in the distance. I love diner food. Diner food is like top 10 food of all times for me. But I also worked at a diner, so maybe I'm biased. You look at the people passing by, struggling to not seem nosy while trying to find the familiar figure. You've never seen his face! Yeah! You've never seen Addy's face, exactly. What? But he has shown you a picture of himself with a head... But... Sorry, I got so mad. Oh my god, let me reread this. He has shown you a picture of himself with a head blurred out before. Though he tried to hide most of his features, the one thing that you could tell for sure is that your friend possessed short hair dyed red, which alone should make him stand out from the crowd. Okay, Lammy tip of the day. If you're ever meeting an online friend in person, make sure you at least FaceTime first. Not a picture, face freaking time. Because you need to know that they're not deep faking that shit or using, Face app. But I met 6 of my online friends IRL and it's all gone great, so you can listen to me. I'm very smart. This fact is proving to be somewhat useless now, though, as your surroundings are practically drowning in the quickly passing red colors. Newly bought Christmas gifts, crimson winter coats, and flashing taillights of cars are all turning your view into a blurred kaleidoscope of red. You rapidly blink to steady your focus before a smudge of something dark catches your attention. Like a drop of fresh blood, the darker color stands out from the mix of vivid red shapes. You step closer to look at it before your breath hitches. Zam! Okay! The first thing you involuntarily notice is the sheer amount of scars covering the man's face. A couple of fresh band-aids sloppily sticked in some places, to evidently try and hide some of them, all to no avail. I would write that off as a work thing, but didn't you say you did computer science? A thin line of smoke coming from the cigarette in his scarred mouth wavers in the cold. Listen, I'm not against it. I mean, I think scars are very hot, but I'm the suspicious suspicior. His scarred mouth wavers in the cold evening wind, bringing your attention to the countless piercings on the man's ears, the only thing that could possibly compete with his scars in the amount. He stands out like a sore thumb amidst the cheery Christmas scenery of the city center. One part of your brain can't comprehend the man's existence. It tells you that his presence is wrong, like he's not supposed to be here. You can feel a lump in your throat as his dark eyes flicker to look at you. Oh my god. Having been caught, you sense a sense of shame burns through your chest, but you can't look away. His eyes glint in the light coming from the diner as he slowly looks you over. His eyes stop at your own, and just for a split second, you lock gazes. You can't quite articulate the feeling this stranger's gaze creates in you. In a way, it makes you uncomfortable, feeling almost small and insignificant. And all you want to do is get away from this encounter as fast as possible. On the other hand, though, it's almost hypnotic and somehow makes you feel like you just want to stand there and consume each other purely with eyes and nothing else. Okay, man. You slightly squeeze your hands, trying to get back to reality. Wait, red hair? Addishorn? Hey. Okay. I gotta think of a good voice to do for this. I can only do 2 voices, somewhat deep and my regular, so let's go. Oh, you finally recognized me? Took you a minute. You should have said something! Well, you should have said something. You don't just stare at people like that without saying anything, you know? Addishorn slightly furrows his eyebrows, so he did not like that. Says you who just spent 2 minutes eating me up with his eyes. Not to mention I was the one that caught you staring. Not the other way around. Okay, I don't want him to be mad. Let's laugh now. How can I resist? A handsome stranger was standing so close. It would be simply impolite not to stare. Clearly taken aback, Adishorn emptily blinks for a moment before letting out a distinct chuckle. Your comebacks always get me, Lammy. Say thanks to my vast knowledge I got from playing corny visual novels. Should I really say thanks? Hey now, my comebacks are pretty good. Thank you very much. That's debatable. Smiling to yourself, you playfully roll your eyes. Your worries start to fade away. After all, it really is your good old Adishorn. Whatever helps you sleep at night, doofus. Your friend just flashes a grin as he shrugs his shoulders. Adishorn then turns towards the diner and looks it up and down as he takes a long drag of a cigarette. Looks nice. And it looks even nicer inside. Well, you ready to head in? You bet I am. After extinguishing his cigarette and throwing it in the nearby trash can, he opens the front door of the diner and holds it for you. Oh, what a gentleman. You give him a grateful nod and step into the building. The bright establishment welcomes you with pleasant warmth and appetizing smells coming from within. Sighing, you can feel blood slowly flowing to your cheeks as the contrast between the cold outside and the warm inside kicks in. The evening atmosphere in the diner is delightful. Surprisingly, compared to the busy street, it's not all that crowded inside. The soft pop music playing in the background blends in with the quiet chattering of the few people inside, adding to the pleasant ambience. You instinctively smile, happy to see your favorite diner stay lively even in the evening. It was your idea to come here. It's the place you've always gone with your friends, or sometimes even alone when you're in the need of a warm meal that will generously satiate your hunger and won't simultaneously drain your wallet. If Adishorn needed to see just one thing in the city, it would with absolute certainty be this diner. You look around and happily note that your favorite seat near a window have not been taken. Hey Adishorn, let's sit there. He nods and you both move to a window table. An inept waitress. Be nice. A fine waitress, a normal waitress, hastily comes towards you with a couple of menus and, after plopping them down on the table, patiently straightens up, a small notepad and pen in her hands. Adishorn quickly looks over the menu without much interest and switches his gaze to you. Since you frequent this place, got any suggestions? You don't even remember telling him about you coming here often. You can't shut up at all when it comes to talking to him, huh? But never mind that. Oh, he's just so silly. With the rising feeling of the upper hand in your situation, you feel a need to impress him with your choice. You quickly glance over the menu. Let's see. Milkshake, pancakes, hamburger. Playing it safe, I love hamburger. Playing it safe, you point at the burger section on the menu. Can't go wrong with this one. Cheeseburgers are a classic. This place in particular puts extra effort into making them though. I've literally never seen so many ingredients and in such generous amounts in cheeseburgers anywhere else. Not to mention they aren't just dry sponges like you know where. Wendy's shade. Adishorn chuckles at your excitement. Kind of a comfort dish, huh? Should we go with the cheeseburgers then? Relieved that Adishorn seems happy with your choice, you nod. You both order the same thing and, after hastily writing in the order in her small notebook, the waitress scurries off. After following her to the kitchen with his gaze, Adishorn then turns towards you. You involuntarily look your friend over. Again, as if almost studying something, I don't know. You've never really met people you talk to online in real life, but you've always been curious to see what your best friend was like in person. He noticed you staring and raises his eyebrow. Checking me out, doll? Notice something yet? He is very handsome. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna not tell him that. Didn't know you're so handsome in real life. If I knew, I'd do everything to get some pics from you way earlier. As if taken by surprise, Adishorn blankly blinks with his mouth half open before snapping out of it, the corners of his mouth melting into a smile. You really miss an opportunity to use some cringy pickup line there, Lammy. What? Oh no, you're right. Let me redeem myself. This is a new one. If each one of our conversations were cutscenes, I would replay them over and over again and never skip. That sucks. Hey, that's more romantic than cringy, if anything. He likes it. I mean, compared to the rest of the pickup lines I've seen. Did my research. You get interrupted by the waitress who, you have to admit, a little boy, like, leave her alone. She's just doing her job. Oh hey, that was fast. They probably have some stuff prepared beforehand. The convenient part of having a small menu. Well, let's see how that small menu holds up. You both almost simultaneously dig into the food and, just as you expect from your favorite place, it tastes nothing short of delightful. But now, you worry if Adishorn shares your same opinion and, trying not to look too prying, glance at him. After taking a bite, he briefly closes his eyes before the corners of his mouth spread into a smile, and he reassuringly nods at you. That's actually pretty good. I know, right? And it's cheap too. I see why you come here so often now. It would be simply criminal of me not to. Couldn't agree more. Thinking it's a good opportunity, you feel prompted to keep your conversation going. You talk about him. And I ask him question mark? No. Make him say a pickup line in return. Ask him about the doll. What does he got for me? Hey, what about you? He raises his eyebrow at your question. What do you mean? Hit me with your best, cringiest pickup line. Taken by surprise, Adishorn looks at you for a moment before letting out a hearty laugh. Bah! Oh no, Lammy. I doubt anything could top off yours at this point. Come on, can't be worse than mine. Isn't that the point? To have the worst pickup line? I'm waiting, Addy. Fine, fine. Knock, knock. Oh, who's there? When, where? When, where, who? Tonight? Night? Tonight, night? My house? You. That would have been tough if there wasn't that tonight, night part. Told you. Did you just say tonight, night? I was thinking the same thing. I don't know, did I? To your greatest relief, Adishorn seems to open up to you and, finally reassured that this meeting wasn't a mistake, are able to get chatty with your online, or, well, not so online for anymore. We did it! We upgraded from Oops to IRL Oops! Yay! You get so deep into the conversation you lose track of time. It really does feel like you're talking to your best friend that you know for many years, someone who understands you just from half your words. Adishorn glances at the time on his phone. Oh, it's already past 7:30. Wait, really? I didn't even notice how the time went by, God. Am I that entertainable? Don't get too full of yourself now, dope. Who even says dope anymore? Not the point. Shall we go then? Yep. Just let me take a photo of the food real quick before we finish. Adishorn questioningly raises his eyebrows. Oh, he has a very cute smile. Gotta have a picture for its grave, you know, before it dies in my belly. Your friend's eyes melt into half moons as he chuckles out. How very considerate of you. I know, I'm so benevolent. Now don't get scared, I got my flash on. You point your phone camera at the food and... You ask for a check and Adishorn, without even asking you, promptly pays for himself. Baffled, you start scolding him, but his stubbornness doesn't let any of it reach your ears. Or his ears. Finally, you step outside. The contrasting cold air envelops your body, reminding you that it's the middle of winter, the fact that you almost managed to forget after being in the warmth of the diner for so long. As you watch your breath form little clouds of steam that dissolve in the air just seconds later. Behind you, Adisorn lights up a cigarette and firmly leans against the diner wall, glancing in your direction. Suddenly, colorful flickering light coming from across the street catch your attention. You turn around and give Adisorn a plodding smile. Say, Addy, you didn't really have time to explore the city all that much, did you? Not really. What are you getting at? The corners of your mouth spread into a smirk as you nod toward the crosswalk. Follow me. Adisorn's eyebrows raise in confusion before he hesitantly throws his cigarette away and slowly starts following you. Damn, he took 2 hits of that and threw it away. Once you make it across the street, the lights become brighter and you start hearing muffled music mixed with loud chatter and dozens of people. When you finally make it around the buildings standing in the way, you end up at the edge of a small square. Aww. Harbored by the surrounding apartment buildings, there lies a small festive market, brightly illuminated by numerous Christmas lights. Small crowds of warmly dressed people unhurriedly stroll around, their happy laughter filling the square. As you look around, your eyes unwillingly wander from one corner to another, a myriad of goods set up at the stalls catching your attention one by one. Involuntarily smiling, you take a deep breath, taking in the pleasant smells coming at you from every direction. There is a scent of hot chocolate complemented by hints of fresh citrus, sugary fragrance of warm pastry, and subtle smells of pine reigning there. These are all my favorite smells. This is awesome. The combination makes you feel warm. With the smile still playing on your lips, you steal a glance at Adisorn standing beside you. His scars almost seem to disappear in the warm light as the warm light beams into his face, the glimmering of garlands reflecting in his dark eyes. Seemingly at a loss of words, Addy dumbfoundedly blinks at his surroundings before switching his gaze to you. It's very pretty. As pretty as you are. Just as pretty as you are. Adisorn loudly breathes in, clearly surprised. Adisorn loudly breathes in, clearly surprised by your sudden remark. Oh, he's blushing. That's so cute. After just a split second, he lets out an unfeigned chuckle, covering his face up with one of his hands. Oh, it's very kawaii. That's very, very kawaii. Don't lie, Lammy. You're the pretty one here. You quietly giggle at his reaction. They set up this small Christmas market every year. Some stuff might be super overpriced, but there are some free things too. Let's check it out then, huh? Not hesitating, you turn around and nod in the direction of the nearest line of stalls, wordlessly inviting Adisorn to join you. Before you can even properly make it to the first one, though, a middle-aged lady with a striped apron suddenly pops out of seemingly nowhere, her wrinkled face beaming. Cheerily exclaiming, "Welcome to the fair!" she quickly shoves something into both your and Adisorn's hands before hastily scurrying off to greet the newcomers behind you. You look down at your hands only to see a warm, seeming paper cup full of cocoa? Puzzled, you exchange glances with Addy before both of you burst into laughter, taken off guard by the sudden encounter. Still giggling to yourself, you start walking along the stalls, slowly drinking cocoa that's maybe a bit too sweet for your taste, from the paper cup at the same time. As you do, you can't help but point at the different items showcased on the tables, excitedly tugging at Addy's sleeve to get his attention to show you them to him as well. He somehow always finds something witty to say about each and every one of them, making you laugh each time. Suddenly, Adisorn stops in his tracks. Oh hey, am I blind or is that game Star Blitz themed? It's what? Huh? Where? He chuckles at your reaction, your excitement as he points at the stall behind you. Almost tripping, you quickly turn around, rapidly scanning the stall with your eyes. Indeed, you see a pile of pink cards scattered around the table, the famous Star Blitz logo printed on the back of each and every one of them. Oh my god, Addy, we have to play this one. The person in charge of the stall notices you and Addishorn and comes closer, nodding in the direction of the table. They explain that it's a promotional stall for the Star Blitz, and you can get a free keychain if you win. No way. As you look over the prizes humbly placed at the edge of the table, a thought occurs to you. Addy's already paid for you at the diner, and his gift for you came in first too, so why not win something for him? That's the least you can do to repay his stubborn self at this point. You eagerly nod at the offer, and the person in charge immediately starts assembling the cards. Oh, you're gonna play, Lammy? Not just play, I'm gonna win. Addishorn's lips curl in a grin. Show them what you got, Snowflake. Let's save just in case I suck at this game. Alright, let's do this. Yep, I'm goated. Yep, I'm goated. Next. Oh god. Oh god. Wait, this is harder than I thought. And I'm not really good at memory at all. Oh my god, I'm fucked. I'm actually fucked. I'm actually fucked. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. It's over. I'm never gonna get on this keychain. And I'm gonna be such a bad online boyfriend. There we go. Yes! 17 seconds. It's over. I'm never gonna get this. Oh, yep. Just with 10 whole seconds to spare. Let's go. Addy lets out a small laugh from behind you. I knew you could do it, Lammy. The vendor points to the keychains you could choose from. With your heart thumping in the rising excitement from the thrill of winning, you lean over the table, looking over at your options. Ooh, there's a cat one. It's so cute. A wolf one. Doesn't it kind of look like Addishorn? Oh, and Strawberry Paws. You think you already have that one from winning at a claw machine. Which one should you choose, though? I think I want to go the wolf. It'd be nice, you know, like I thought of you. You quickly grab the wolf keychain and, not hesitating, stretch your hand with it towards Addishorn. Sorry. Oh my gosh. He looks down at the keychain and then back at you in confusion. For you. You shake your head as he opens his mouth, seemingly ready to protest. It was free and it's my prize, so I choose what I do with it. And I'm choosing to give it to you. Addishorn's eyes start from the keychain cradled in your hand to your face, his expression soaked in hesitation. Finally, he sighs in defeat and stretches his own hand to accept your gift. With a triumphant smile plastered on your face, you put the keychain into his hand, folding his fingers with your other hand, his skin feeling rough and warm against yours. Very smooth. Addishorn brings the keychain closer to his face and looks it over. Doesn't it kind of look like you? Surprised, he turns the keychain over in his hand, as if trying to find something you saw he didn't. You think? Yep. He gives the wolf keychain one more look before switching his gaze to you, a smile now playing on his lips. I'll remember that you see me this way, Lammy. What does that mean? You laugh at his response. Why does this sound so menacing? Yeah. Addishorn carefully puts the keychain in his parka pocket before giving you another smile. This time it's full of warmth. Thank you, Lammy. I'll treasure it. You return a smile. Of course, Addy. You continue walking around the market, each stall you pass leaving you with an overwhelming amount of free cookies and candy that, at some point, you have to shove into your pockets from being unable to eat it all. Not to mention, Addishorn casually gives you all of his sweets too. That's very sweet. That's a very sweet move. That is boyfriend material. Suddenly, Addy's attention gets caught by something behind you. His smile transforms into a playful grin. Guess it's my turn to get stuff for you now, huh? What do you mean? He doesn't answer, instead slowly making his way to whatever it is behind you. Finally, you turn around. Uh-oh. The pervert stall. It turns out to be a small stall selling all kinds of merchandise, ranging from cheap Christmas ornaments to badly printed anime bags. It's mostly surrounded by kids looking through boxes with pins, stickers, and other trinkets. For a second you feel an urge to join them, desperately wanting to multiply your Star Blitz pin collection, but quickly remember that now is not the time or place. Addisworn stops right next to the array of different hairbands and then turns to you with the same playful glint in his eyes, something you're already happily getting used to. Aww. Let me guess. You want me to wear one? You sick freak. Bingo. Where's everybody? Hey, where's everybody going? Bingo? Sorry, I had to. Then I'll also get one for you. Addisworn looks almost astonished as you say that. Huh? All fair and square, am I right? But you already got a keychain for me. Yeah, and you paid for dinner. Addisworn quirks an eyebrow, clearly not satisfied with this exchange. Okay, I have an idea. RPS. Reactor protective system? Rock, paper, scissors, silly. I win, I pick a hairband for you. You win, you pick one for me. He breathes out, clearly defeated by your mischievous smile. Alright, bring it on, doll. You and Addisworn step off to the side and align your right hands in preparation. Let's do this! Let's go with scissors. Because I do love to scissor. Fuck! Okay, obviously scissoring was the option. What about papering? Damn, I suck at this! Okay, hold on. If I do rock, is that too predictable? Then he'll be like, oh, there's no way he'll actually choose rock after doing that. Exactly. Okay, let's do it again and throw him off. Oh, never mind. That didn't work. Okay. Seems like you lost, Lammy. No way. You know what they say? Never start a fight you cannot win. Well, if we rematch, nah, it was all or nothing. You don't even get to say another word before Addisworn walks over to the vendor of the stall, a smile still curling at his lips. Lips that are so mercilessly cracked by winter frost. There's some Vaseline on that boy. You breathe out as you stand in the corner, patiently waiting for him to return. When he finally does, his hands are occupied by a small paper bag that he raises for you to see. Are you ready? You open your mouth to respond, but Addisworn is faster. He gently puts the hairband onto your head, then steps back to admire his work. What the? Are those cat ears? Addie, did you really? Dude, I'm more of a dog than a cat. You should know that. No way. Did you say anything? Because all I can hear now is meow, meow, meow. I'm seriously gonna get you for this one day. Oh, I'm eagerly waiting. You and Addisworn joke around for a bit more before continuing your stroll through the market. You can't help but admit that he's much better at teasing you than you are at teasing at him. You lose track of time, enjoying Addie's company a bit too much, and before you know it, you realize that the amount of people around you is significantly smaller compared to when you first came here, and some vendors are already starting to close their stalls. When you stop near a trash can for Addisworn to smoke, you check your phone to see the time and, with rising disappointment, turn to him. It's already getting late. Should we wrap up for the day? He pauses for a second to take a long drag of a cigarette, looking you up and down as he does. Wait, is his eyes dark? He's kind of evil right now. Yeah, I suppose. You take off your hairband and carefully put it in your backpack. Aw, I thought I can snatch a pic of you in it. I thought you weren't a photo guy? Well, I can always make exceptions. You shrug your shoulders as you chuckle. All of a sudden, the reality sets in. You really are standing in front of him. Though he, or was, just your online friend, you dreamt of this moment for literal months. You'll admit it, you were pretty worried about meeting him in person. But nothing you would have been able to convince you that it would go this well. You cross your arms and lean back on one foot, still smiling at your friend. Today was so nice. I'm so happy we've met, Adasorn. To be honest, I was a bit skeptical about meeting an online friend in real life, but I'm glad you're still the same good old Addy I know. Adasorn breathes out a smile and shrugs. Well, I'm glad I didn't disappoint. Not a bit. And we should definitely meet again once I come back from visiting my family. For sure. See you next time then? Of course. Preparing to leave, you zip up your jacket and give Adasorn one last smile. He returns it with one of his own. A smile full of already familiar warmth. Walking away, you watch Addy over your shoulder as he waves you goodbye. His silhouette is slowly engulfed by the endless snowflakes that dance through the air, swirling around his ever-fading figure. Before Adasorn completely vanishes from sight, you teasingly stick your tongue out at him, then quickly turn to face the snow-covered sidewalk in front of you. With a skip in your step, you cheerily turn to walk the familiar route through the narrow back alley that you usually use as a shortcut to the bus stop. After glancing at your phone, you make sure that you still have plenty of time until the next bus arrives and unhurriedly slow down, enjoying the chilly winter evening. The back alley blocks out all the lights coming from the main street, which allows you to fully witness the subtle beauty of snow falling from the pitch black sky. You slowly stop and face the above, trying to focus your eyes on each individual snowflake, but ultimately failing as they hurry to land and be part of the massive piles of snow on the ground. One of the larger ones lands on your face and immediately melts into a drop of water that hastily rolls down your cheek, as if realizing it ended up in the wrong place. You smile to yourself, remembering how Adasorn loves to teasingly call you, despite all your protesting, Snowflake. Meow? Huh? Aww. You look down only to see a white cat expectantly looking at you with its obscure wide eyes, its fur surprisingly clean despite of the weather, with only a few visible snowflakes sticking to the animal's white sides. What are you doing down there, little guy? Did you get lost? The cat waves its tail from side to side, still intently looking at your face with an eerie sense of purpose. It's so cute, though. You feel a sudden urge to pet it. You want to pet it. I gotta pet it. Oh, I can actually... Aww. Good kitty. You reach down and gently pet the cat as it slowly stretches out its head towards your hand and softly rubs itself against it. Aww. Maybe this cat really is lost. Its fur is in a fairly good state, not to mention that it doesn't look underfed either. Maybe you should take it home and see if you can find its owners. What do you think, little one? Would you mind staying with me for a bit? You give the cat a soft smile. There's someone I know who would definitely like to meet you. Okay, sheesh, sorry. I cherish tenderly the promise of my love. Deep down inside my tangle-rotting veins, my bones start breathing every time you laugh. Those eyes of yours wake up my tired remains that densely cover my pulsating bruised skin and ache each time I hear your fragile voice. My head gets full of things that I don't mean. I really wish I had at least one choice. So that was the online confession demo. That was really good. I like that a lot. Ada Sworn is pretty freaking hot. And I do like the concept of online friends becoming IRL friends because, you know, so much can go good, so much can go wrong. And I feel like online is a good medium to like get to know somebody in a way that isn't restrained by like physicality and like, you know, having to physically see each other, which can be good, but it can also be really bad. But yeah, I wonder where it's gonna go. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.